Hi, my name is Eric, and today I'm going to explain you how to make a pyrolysis. The material that we're going to use is called Agave Salmiana, and this plant is originally from San Luis Potosí, but I take it and I found it nearby my house. So I cut it into smaller pieces and I let it dry by the sun. Once it was completely dry, I used a blender in order to reduce its size even more. In the meantime, it was stored in my kitchen. I made two experiments. The first one is the one that you're going to see next, and I tried to get a liquid from the condenser. The materials that I used was a hose made from aluminum, and then I bought some connections in order to connect it with a tube made from copper and a can made from iron. And at the end of the process, I made two holes in order to avoid a change in pressure. Once I complete the setup, I put 20 grams into the can and I used dry silicone in order to avoid all possible leaks. I bought some ice and a can made from glass. Then I put the glass bottle at the end in order to improve the condensation process. This is the final result after I turned the oven on. Unfortunately, this experiment did not work well because the cold silicone did not resist the higher temperatures in the experiment. It was my fault because I really trust that the cold silicone will do the work, but it did not. And after 5 minutes of experiment, I changed it into the next project. I only used aluminum foil and I made a hole at the center. After 6 minutes with constant temperature, the syngas was reached, and it was visible with a small flame. After 10 minutes, the smoke stopped. The total time of this experiment was 15 minutes. Once it finished, the total char looked like this. And once I put a matcher, it turned a little flame with sparks like this. So it was visible that the char is combustible. Since I was not convinced on the first experiment, I tried to implement a better one. So I used a smaller can, the same amount of Agave Salmiana, and I increased the temperature. This is how it resulted. Instead of 5 minutes, the syngas started at 3 minutes. And it was even more visible than the first experiment. And the same happened with the ashes. Of course, all safety measures were taken, like gloves, safety glasses, and it was the experiment taken on an open space. Thank you for your attention.